What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to have a run through of Slay the Spire. Now, I sent a tweet out a little while ago asking, hey, how many of you are playing Slay the Spire? And the answer that came back was, forgive the pun, uninspiring. So we're going to have a playthrough today. Now, what we're actually doing is we're going to be running through... I've been playing it on the Switch a lot. I've just got it on the PC, and essentially, they lock the characters. So I thought, right, might as well have a run through with each of the characters. For those of you that are new to the game, don't worry, this is the first Slay the Spire video we're doing. So the goal of this video is introduce you to the game, show you how it works, etc. Now, when I first started playing the game, the Ironclad was actually my favourite because you've got artifacts. They're little things that are kind of like abilities in Pokemon. They're always there. Well, you heal 6 HP at the end of each combat. I thought that was amazing. It's not quite as fun as you might think. Okay, so... Oh. Now, we've got a couple of choices here. You get these a lot whereby you got something you can start with. I always go for maximum HP. So what you've got is basically, it's a roguelike, so this is randomized every time. You go through all of the rooms, and you get random enemies. Regular enemy, let's go. So, general rule of the game, nice and simple. You do damage, you heal. Now, I'm going to take 15 damage next turn, but the good news is... Oh, it's actually going to suck. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to use Bash, do some damage and Vulnerable, so he takes more damage next turn. Get rid of him entirely. I'm going to take 10 damage, but I'm going to heal 6 at the end of the turn, so I'm not too... At the end of the fight, so I'm not too worried. Now I'm going to take 7, so we can block all of it, deal 6 damage. This is, at the essence, the basics of the game. You build up your block so you don't take much damage, and you do damage with your own cards. So again, I'm taking 7 damage, so I can afford to just play a couple of defends, do some damage and go. I've only got a 10 card deck, and you start off with a very simple deck, but you draft at the end of every fight. Now he's not going to attack, so what we can do here is play the Bash, give him Vulnerable. That won't quite kill him, but we're getting pretty close. Vulnerable means they take 50% more damage while they're vulnerable, and so Vulnerable 2 lasts for 2 turns, goes down to 1. Good news here is 1 strike, down he goes, we are golden, heal 6, and then at the end you get some gold, use that later, a potion which go up here and you can use throughout the fights, so this will draw me 3 cards, and you get to add a card. Bearing in mind I'm generally blocking 6 or 5 for 1 cost, I'm cool with that. So we proceed, and our only option now is to go back to another normal enemy. So, you can see here I've got 3 energy available to spend, and all of these are single energy cards. Given that he's not going to attack, I can just attack with all 3 of my cards, deal 18 damage and roll. It starts off exceedingly simple, it builds up as we go through. So, we can play Ghostly Armor, that's the one we got a minute ago that gives us 10 block. Since I'm blocking everything he's doing, I can just play a couple of strike, bring him down to 18 health. Now, this dude actually gets more and more powerful as he goes, so every turn he does a bit more damage, so you can't take too long taking this dude out. Although, now he is he's not vulnerable yet. So what we'll do, we'll play the Ghostly Armor, we'll go for that, and then he'll be vulnerable next turn. He's not going to do any damage, and you'll see I've left myself not quite at full health, but I know I'm healing 6 at the end of every turn. And here I can just take him out of a couple of strikes. Your deck starts kind of boring, but we build it up as we go. Now, Anger is a card I love. Basically, you do a bit of damage, it's a free card, but it puts a copy in your discard pile. So if you've got a small deck with lots of Anger, it can build up very, very quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to play 1 defend, and we know we're going to take 6 damage, but we can heal it at the end of the turn, so we're not too worried. And now the Anger goes in my discard pile. So when it shuffles up, and it does, at the end of... Whenever you run out of cards, you should shuffle your discard and it all comes back. So Anger builds up very, very quickly. Oh, now annoyingly, I don't actually have any more I can do. 1 more attacking card I could have got him. Doesn't really matter, he's not doing anything too bad. So he's building up strength. Strength means you do more damage. And this is, at essence, the basics of the game. Deal damage, block, survive. So we'll take some gold. Block potion is going to give me more block throughout the game. Now, ooh. Yeah, we'll go for that. You don't want to take every single card you get, because otherwise you end up with a giant unwieldy deck. Like every game when you draft, the goal here should always really be to build like a... What's the word I'm looking for? What you're trying to do is really build up a deck that is a little bit themed. So multiple anger, so you're just playing lots and lots of cards. But if you've got lots of anger, you're also going to want some draw power, so you keep drawing into them. And each of the characters has their own essential way of playing. Oh no, I can do 26, but 26 will not be enough to take him down. So we're going to have to play a defend and not quite take him out. Again, he'll do 2. But as long as we're in range of healing at the end of our turn, we're going to be all right. So he's weakened me. It means I'm doing less damage every time now. Oh, this is annoying. I think I'm going to have to just eat some damage here. Right, so Carnage will take him out entirely. And I think if we just defend there, we're not going to heal up completely at the end of the turn, but we're not too far away. To be honest, as long as you've healed by the time you get to the boss, you'll be fine. So, that will heal me up nicely. And then we go anger. And then we go anger. And then we go strike. And then we might as well defend just because we've got the energy to pay for it. Now, there's basically three levels, as you will, as you go throughout the game. Each of a boss. And then at the end, you win. Oh, now this is upsetting. I'm going to be 1 damage away from actually KOing him. So what I need to do is make sure I'm not taking any damage. Heal it all up at the end. It is a drafting game. What you need to try and do as you go through is kind of make yourself a themed deck. What you don't want to do, and what I do far too often, is just build a bunch of random decent cards, but they don't actually make anything. See, I want to take the anger. The anger is good. But Flame Barrier is amazing. 12 block is more than I've got on any other card. And when I'm attacked, I deal 4 damage back. Problem is, I've now got a bunch of 2-cost cards, so I really do need to start building in some energy at some point. Okay, so I've only got 1 attacking card anyway, so I'll play that, play my strike. He's now not doing any damage, but when he attacks me, he's going to take 4 back. But if I've only got 3 energy per turn, I've got a bunch of 2 energy cards, it's not going to work. I'm going to need something a little bit better. Okay, so what I can actually do here is I can play 3 cards that deal 6, take out this dude, he'll hit me for 6, but I'm going to heal that at the end of the turn, so it's not a huge problem. I could use my block potion, but I'd rather save that for a bit later on in the game, where I've just got a bit more going on. And the good news is that will then take him out, and then I can get another card. So we can either go Warcry and get some drawing going. I'm going to go Intimidate because weakening them means I do a bit less damage. So that can be helpful. Now this is a big bad enemy. We'll get this dude in a minute. You go to a campfire and you can either rest to heal 30% of your maximum HP. We don't need to. We're not there yet. Or you can Smith to upgrade one of your cards. So we can put that one up to 13 block for free. That one up to 8. That one up to 28. Or that one 16 block and deal 6 back. It's clearly one of these two. But just having the option to do huge damage. Well, huge for this point in the game. That's pretty big. Now we go to a shop. This is where all your gold comes in. And here you can buy artifacts. We don't have enough for any artifacts, which is upsetting. So we could go and get ourselves some cards. Now this is a great card. 1 cost, and you add a random free attack into your hand. I love that. It often does lots of good. Yeah, and I like this one as well. It only does 3, but you also get to draw a card, so you kind of replace it. What you don't want is if you have too many free cards, you just don't get to play them all, because you just run out of hand. In the same way, if you've got too many expensive cards, you just end up not having enough energy to pay for them. You need to build up your artifacts, and we don't have any more, unfortunately. We will later. You get artifacts by beating the big boys. Now, the thing is, he does 18 damage, so we need to try and take him out as fast as we possibly can, or we are really going to get wrecked. So we got some free stuff here. We could strike again. I'd rather do a bit of blocking, and now we are actually going to go for our blocking one here. So now we're not really taking any damage. There will be turns he can't attack. We need to survive as well as we can. So here, we're just going to go... Now. No, don't want it. No, leave it alone. So we'll go Flame Barrier. And in theory, if we Intimidate, he's now doing 13. We got 12. We're all right. Oh, we haven't got any attacking cards anyway. So now, we've got plenty of block. He'll deal 4 when he attacks us. But against this dude, it's just about trying to make sure you actually just survive. Okay, now this is where we really want to go for it. Now, exhausting a card basically takes it out for the rest of the fight. So we don't want to do that until we have to. So, we'll go strike here. Might as well defend. And then this is going to exhaust all the other cards. But dealing 16 damage is worth it. I don't like exhausting my Flame Reeve. That's quite cool. But needs must, ladies and gentlemen. Needs must. Now. Oh, we are not defending well enough. So, we'll bash. And then we'll anger. And then we'll Flash of Steel. Oh, we're not defending for enough here. But we might have to rest at a campfire, essentially. I don't like resting at a campfire. You lose a chance to upgrade. But it will do. See, here we're good. We can play the Ghostly Arm. We can play the Defend. And then we can anger and strike. And we're taking 5, but we're not taking too much. The thing is, this is an elite enemy. So, you know, we are getting ourselves an artifact at the end. And artifacts, incidentally, are way more powerful than other, you know, than individual cards. You get a lot more bang for your buck, so to speak. There we go. So he's gone down now. We get gold, lantern. Now this is what we're talking about. Now we got an additional energy at the start of each combat, which is going to help with those 2-cost cards we've been using. And we're going to take the Warcry because it's free and it draws through our deck. And we've got a few free cards, so we want to try and make sure that we're doing all right with that. This is a treasure chest. We get ourselves some treasure. Oh, Blood Vial is great. So now we're actually healing 6 at the end of each combat and 2 at the beginning. So some fights we can be just that little bit more laissez-faire. And we're not going to rest up yet. We don't need to. We'll see how we do later. 6 and draw 1 for free is good, but I think we're going to go Flame Reeved. Oh, though Infernal Blade for free. Yeah, it's too good. It's too good having that as a free card. As always, there is a comment section, so if you feel I'm doing anything suboptimal, please let me know. Always happy to have some feedback. Okay, so now we can go Flame Reeved, and we're completely protected now. But we've actually got an energy spare, so we might as well just defend. And hopefully at this stage you're all, you know, those of you that are new to it are starting to kind of grasp it a little bit. It's a very, very, very good deck building game. Can we finish him off this? Yes, we can. So we can finish him off. And now we heal 6 without really having taken any. And then we heal 2 at the start of our next turn. Oh. Now, Clash is good, 14 for nothing, but we're going to go Dual Wield. Lets you replicate a card in your hand, or an attacking card in your hand. And what's great about that is that I can take something like that card that's free, that I get from the other free card. I can then replicate it, and it will be lovely. So let's make him vulnerable, then we'll strike him. Oh no! I forgot I could... I'm still in the mode of having free energy. So what we do here, we'll play the Infernal Blade. Oh, that sucks. That's rubbish. I was going to replicate it, but there's no point replicating it. So we might as well dual wield the Flash of Steel. Deal free, draw a card. Deal free, draw a card. Then we've got our anger. Then we can draw a card. And we'll put that on top ready for next time. Now we can give ourselves some block. And now Body Slam will at least do something. Then we can strike. And we are good. These slime things, when you take them below 50% health, they split in half. So now we get 2 little 11 dudes. But that will take out one of them. And then that dude's going to go down very quickly. And now, of course, we're actually going to heal 6 now and 2 next time. So we're going to be almost at full health. Not entirely, but not a million miles away. Okay. Now, Fire Breathing is great in an anger-focused deck. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all enemies for each attack played this turn. Well, if we're going to keep going with the anger, we're going to be going pretty well. What we need to really do is try and get some of the rubbishier cards we started with out of our deck, because that is going to help. If we had one more energy, we could dual wield the Carnage, and that would be amazing. Okay, right. We'll save the dual wield for next turn. We'll use Carnage to take out that dude. And then Flame Barrier is going to block both of them while dealing 4 damage to each. So that's why we took out the dude who wasn't attacking, because we knew we could do this and do a bit of damage. Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just defend 3 times. Just not take any damage back. Wait for some better cards next time. Okay. So Flash of Steel, and we can draw a card. We'll hit him with an anger as well. Play the Infernal Blade. And Pummel will take him out. Then we can strike. Then we can strike. And unfortunately, we are just out of energy. Boo! Now, the good news is... Okay, so we'll play Ghostly Armor so we know we're not going to get taken out. But actually, that bash will do it quite nicely. Right. That gains us 8 block and draws a card. If we're going to go down the anger route, we want as much draw as we can. So, getting a bit of block. Oh. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, no. So we can either add an unplayable card into our deck, take 22 damage, or are we not losing max HP? Let's take the 22 damage. But we're getting more gold every time. Unfortunately, it means we need to rest. Was it worth it? Yeah, we'll find out. So here's the first boss. Incidentally, I've not done... You get unlocks as you go through. I doubt I will complete the run this time round. I could do. Be lovely if I did. I think it is unlikely. Okay, so this dude here, he does lots of damage, but if I can deal 18 more damage, he'll go into defensive mode and he won't actually attack. I can't deal 18 damage. This is bad. So what I'm going to... Oh no, here's what I do. So I draw 3 cards... And then we can Flash of Steel. Alright. And then if we just strike, 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 anger. Now, the problem is, at this stage he gains Thorns, which is to say, if I attack him, he will deal me 3 damage back. So I need to try and essentially fix it. Okay. Now. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I'll take a couple of damage, but nothing which is going to hurt too much. No, that'll do. Yeah. So we did a little bit of damage there, but we're not taking anything in return. That's the absolute key here. This dude can be a monster if you let him go. See, here he's dealing 16 damage, so what we need to defend, we just don't have enough defending options. So we'll play that. So now I can do 2 damage. Okay, now we can defend again. Oh, this is rubbish. Anger will deal... yeah, that might be a bad idea. I just want the other anger in my discard. Now, the good news is you heal up completely after the boss. So I don't need to survive this with loads of damage. I just need to survive it. Now is the time to draw something. So we'll get rid of the strike. We can deal without that. And now we're taking very little damage. But he's actually attacking 4 times. Which means he's taking 4 times. So I'm feeling alright with this. So we'll dual wield the anger, so you can play 2 of those. And we'll bash to make him a little bit weak. And then we can double anger. And the good news is, the card I played that deals 1 at the end of the turn for every attack played, that is a permanent thing. It just keeps going. Now I've done that thing again where I just do not have enough. I don't have enough blocking in my deck. Okay, that worked perfectly. I needed her into a block so I didn't take any damage. Did the damage, took the fawn damage, but then I was able to play the other one. So that worked out nicely. So, see, I don't have any way to avoid taking all the damage. I'm just going to have to eat it. I'm going to have to eat 11 damage, which is alright. You know, the 11's fine. Okay. Now, the good news is, this is where it's really starting to build up, because now I'm playing 4 attacks in 1 turn. He's taking 4 at the end of the turn. I'm just not doing enough, though. This is going to put me down to 47. Okay. See, why do I not get this? I never get this when I need it. Now, we're going to dual wield the Flash of Steel, because I want to draw some more cards. I want to draw that one that deals a huge amount of damage. That would be nice. Didn't get it. Okay. Now, he's actually... Oh, no! Oh, I miscalculated. I forgot about the extra damage. What I really wanted to do was get him right on the verge of turtling without actually turtling. Oh, see, the problem is, anger is not good. When you're against something that's got fawns like this, anger is not good. No. Ah, if this was not a turtling turn, that would have been amazing. Okay. I think we're going to be alright. I think we're going to just make this. I think we're going to be okay at least. Right, okay, here we go. So now... he can and he's still vulnerable from... That's the reason I did the attack last time, so he was still vulnerable. We'll defend just to keep us alive, essentially. And now, in theory, I should be able to do 24 next turn. Yes, we're good. Okay. So, closer than I would like, but the angers have all come out for us here. So we take him down, and now we actually get a boss relic, which is quite nice, and we get fancy cards. Ugh. I don't really like any of these. They're all supposed to be good, but Friend Fire could be nice. I don't want to build up too much of a deck. Now we get some boss relics. Transform 3 cards and upgrade them, fine. I like the extra... The enemy side with strength is not that bad. Oh, removing 2 cards, no. So we're going with the extra thing at the start of our turn. Yeah, and enemies get strength, but I'm alright with that. And you'll notice here now, we've got a couple of different ways to give ourselves more energy. So those slightly more expensive cards we've got are actually working out all right. So... that is going to completely protect us. That's going to do a bunch of damage. And then we can just... No, let's shrug it off. Oh, no, I don't want that. Because it exhausts. The cards that exhaust go away for the rest of the combat. So you need to make sure you save it for when you really need it. Okay. That worked out really well. That was a good turn. Right, now we've got Carnage here, which is lovely. Yeah. And then what? Oh, no. Can't pay that. I still want to save that, though. Then we got 10 block to start off next turn. Okay. Now, annoyingly, this adds in curse cards every time you play a card, which is annoying because they basically just end up in your draw pile, and then you just draw into a bunch of unplayable cards, and it's actually really annoying. Right. 11, 14, 21. Oh. Yes, okay. So if I play Friend Fire here, it's going to do 28 damage. And that will do. Okay. We like this. Oh, do we want another Carnage? See, I like dealing 8 to everything. No, we'll go for another Carnage. Okay. So. Oh, we are 2 gold away from Ornamental Fan. That would be so good. Okay, so we're going to take this. First time I lose HP, I draw 3 cards. Really nice for, you know, the kind of anger thing we're going for. And then we're going to use a card removal service to just get rid of a strike. The goal here is basically, we've got some good cards in our deck, so if we can remove some cards, we're more likely to end up with good hand. The question mark, by the way, could be anything. So, oh, we can transform a strike here. Okay, I'll deal with that. It could be a regular enemy, it could be any of the rooms, or it could just be something we've not kind of seen yet. Oh no, what we really... See, the Flame Barrier is so good against these guys because they do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. It's brilliant. Don't have it. Okay, that we like. That we like. So now we're basically just going to be spreading a bunch of damage round every time. Which is... Oh, I should have played... No, wrong order. I should have made him vulnerable before I did the other thing. That's on me. That's silly. Okay, so we're going to take 10 damage. But that's alright. Yeah, okay, we can live with this. So what we did then... Where's my discard pile? So what we did was we had... No? Oh, is there an exhausted... Where are my exhausted cards on PC? I don't really know. Ah, never mind. Right. Okay, so this is going to deal 20 damage. So we'll use that. Yeah, they only take half damage, unfortunately. So we might as well get rid of the dual wield. And then what we'll do is we'll defend a couple of times. Good news is, at the end of my turn, I'm dealing 1 damage to all enemies for each attack played this turn. And at the end of my turn, I'm dealing 1 damage to all enemies. Oh, no. Oh, sorry, yeah. At the end of my turn, I'm losing 1 HP and dealing 5 damage. So it's going to wreck my HP a little bit. But not as much as if I keep letting them attack me. Gonna be honest, I'm losing more health in this fight than I thought I would. But next turn I'll beat them. I'll end up having a rest at a rest site, probably. But that's alright. Right, we'll go Flame Barrier. And then we'll also go Shrug It Off. We'll strike this dude. And then they should... Yeah. That dude's not attacking, so that's fine. And then we should be able to take him out. So, we'll go dual wield on the Flash of Steel. We're not doing much damage, but we're drawing cards. Oh, man, I really thought I would get better cards. But that's alright. We've taken him down to dealing 15 damage. So we'll play 3 defense. And then he's just not doing anything. So that's okay. We can deal with that. Right, and the Searing Blow will take him out. And we are golden. Okay. We'll get rid of the Dexterity Potion for the Weak Potion. Now, you add 2 wounds into your hand, gain 15 block. No, it costs you HP. I'm going to skip it. Wounds. Oh, no. I'm thinking burn. One of them deals damage at the end of your turn. Okay. So, give me something good. Oh, man. I keep wanting to dual wield whatever I get from Friend Fire, but it's not actually working. Right, so we'll Flash of Steel. Ugh. I suppose we dual wield the Strike. Okay, that's at least something slightly better. And then what we'll do is defend, and then we can use Friend Fire to deal 14. So that was alright, actually. We got 14 damage for free, which I like. Now, you'll notice as we go through here, it gets harder and harder and harder. Pay the energy, do the attacks. Okay, so he's dealing 7. Oh, we can't actually stop that. That's upsetting. Yeah, let's just weaken him a little bit. Right. And then we can defend, and then we can worry about just taking out this dude. You're not actually taking him out, but getting a lot closer. Now this dude, remember, he does get bigger and bigger the more time goes by. So we do need to do something about that. Right. So if we do that, we can defend nicely. Don't want to use Combust, not after last time. So what we'll do is we'll just play that. And then at least they're taking a bit of damage from us. Yeah, so this dude gets bigger and bigger. So we do need to take him out soon. Okay. So. Of course, he does get pretty beefy pretty quickly. So. Oh, this is not quite going to do it. Right. Ugh, I don't really want to draw into it next turn, but I kind of have to. So, oh, that's so upsetting. Don't want to use the potion, but I kind of have to. Yeah, let's just do... Oh, okay. So, bad news, I drew into 3 days. Good news, I was going to have a horrendous hand next turn. So, I suppose it worked out. Oh, my goodness. Okay, now we got something to work with. So let's gain ourselves 8 block. Then we'll play the Flame Reaved. And now we can strike. And we can flash of... Oh no! I want Carnage! Oh, that's genuinely quite upsetting. Okay, so this dude needs to go now. I can do 28, but 28 is not enough. Oh, no, I can't. I can do 20. So let's defend with what we can. And then we'll Friend Fire what we can't. We'll eat 14 damage. It'll put us down to 45. But we'll gain 6 and then 2 at the start of next turn. And I should be able to take him down now. Okay, there we go. So. Okay. It's made a bit more of a meal than we wanted to. But we got there in the end. Now, how many strikes? We've been getting rid of a lot of strikes. One of the ways you play Ironclad is actually using Perfected Strike, and you try and just fill your deck with strike cards, so that Perfected Strike does 6 damage, but 2 more for each card in your deck containing strike. Yeah, I kind of want a cleave. I feel like my deck is getting slightly unwieldy. I cannot go after that dude now. I'm not in a good enough position to face down an elite. So what we'll do is we'll heal up nicely. We want to take down elites because we want to get more artifacts. Ooh, 50% chance of gaining Rive. Now it's an innate card, which means it starts in your hand. No, I don't think we're in a position to take that right now. Now, we're not going to heal up this time. What we're going to do is we're going to smith, and we are finally going to build up the flame barrier we've wanted to the whole time. Probably should have done that earlier. More block, more damage. It's a phenomenal card. Now we gain ourselves an artifact. Ooh, start each combat with 3 fawns. So now I am doing damage when I get attacked. I'm liking this. Oh, and then we get another one. So meat on the bone. When your HP is at 50% or below, heal 12 HP. Let's go for a random one. Doesn't matter. They just did... Oh! Now we'll fight him. This could backfire massively. This could go badly. But we'll take it. Right, so we'll play a cleave to do 8 damage to each of them. And we'll do damage to him. Then we'll take him out. Gain some block and draw a card. Then we might as well strike that dude. Okay, that was actually good. That was a way better start than I was expecting. Okay, dexterity down means that my blocking's not going to do quite as good as it did. Still going to play that. And then I can weaken both of these dudes. So now I'm only taking 7. But that's going to take him out. So now I'm actually not taking any damage whatsoever. Which is awesome. Okay. This is working. Oh, can I take him out? Oh, this is bad. So I'll play fire breathing. Oh, I might just have to eat that damage. This was going so well. It's going to put me down to 60, which is fine. Okay, we're good. So what we'll do is we'll play the flame barrier, which makes me impervious. We'll dual wield the anger. And then if we don't take him out... Yeah, we're taking him out. Cool. Alrighty then. So we got there. Now, the good news is we do gain red mask. Means that your opponents start weak, which means they deal 25% less damage. So it's actually nice. And we'll take Warcry as draw power. I don't mind filling my deck with free cards that give draw. Because you just... You know, you just draw past them, essentially. It's not a problem. Right, now he's starting off doing 18, which sucks. So let's go that. Let's go that. And then we'll dual wield the strike. So we can at least do a decent amount of damage. Not perfect, but we're not taking much damage here. Okay. Oh, he's doing a lot. Okay. So we'll go Flame Barrier. And we'll go Shrug It Off. Now we're not taking any damage at all. See if we can drink something with Warcry. What do I want on top of my draw pile? Let's save the Carnage for next turn. That's quite good. Oh no! Clash can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack, and that's a skill, and that's a skill, so that's annoying. And then I drew into the Carnage, which I knew was going to happen, or at least I should have done, and that was silly. Yeah. Never mind. The good news is he's attacking 3 times, so he's going to take 18 damage back. And I've got Fawns as well. That's why I should have upgraded it earlier. So we'll go bash, so we're doing more damage. Right, we'll save Intimidate for next turn. Yes, but then Carnage takes him out. No, I don't need any of those cards. Oh, Snack. Oh, it's a Gecko, actually. Now, he confuses you, which means all of your cards change cost. It seems to work against you more than it works for you. Okay. So we can go Carnage here. Okay. Now, every card in hand is an attack, so we can use that. We are good to go. Yeah, see, now all my cards are weird costs. And I don't even have anything to protect my... Oh, that's really bad. That should be free. Ugh. That's the best I've got. Okay. That confusion worked really well for him. Okay, although this... Oh, see, that should be free, but this should cost. Now, the good news is... Okay. That was fine. I mean, look, we're not taking damage, and we're dealing 9 back when he attacks, so, you know, I'll take that. Oh, Carnage has become free. So, oh my goodness. And now I can dual wield it, so I get 2 of them for free. Oh no. Oh, there we got Strike as well. There we go. Phew. Do we want any of these? See, 32 for free is not worth it. Yeah, we'll take another Warcry. It's free. It draws stuff. I'm going to try not to get... Oh, it's a merchant. That's nice. Stay away from normal enemies in question mark rooms. Gain 2 block and draw a card for nothing. Again, if it's free... Ah, never mind. If it's free, and I'm drawing a card when I play it, it's not clogging up my deck. It's not clogging up my hand, so we're good. Right, we have to rest, and now we've got the second boss. Okay, big dude with sword. Now, I will try... Oh, I have no... Right, let's drink some strength, shall we? Okay, so we'll go Carnage. Oh, should have Warcried first. What am I doing? Knew what I was going to draw into. I lemon put it there. No, well, Anger. And then we'll do that. Okay, we did a decent amount of damage. It wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I will try and do run-throughs of the other characters as well. Well, assuming this goes alright, we'll do run-throughs of all the characters. Oh, now we end up a bunch of blocking cards. We don't need them. That's actually upsetting. We've got Ghostly Armor, we've got Flame Reaved. Boo! That's just drawing a card. Right. So we'll dual wield. No, because I can't play that twice. Have to be that one. Do I make him vulnerable? No, I just want to get some damage on the board. Okay. Okay, so we're doing alright. The problem is this dude builds up to really big attacks, and that gets awkward. Oh. Okay, so that's free. And we'll shrug it off. Okay, we can intimidate him down a little bit, play a defend, and then deal a bunch of damage. Okay. Problem is, his attacks get very big. I used to love Ironclad, but I've got onto the... Oh, see, and now I've got plenty of... I've got bloomin' no attacking. We might as well play him for the sake of it. And he's not even attacking. I used to love playing the Ironclad, but the problem I find is that you just end up... He's very... mechanically, he's not very interesting, and I end up not... See, now here. Where's all my blocking cards? Now he's doing a bunch of damage. Okay, so we'll bash, and then we'll dual wield one of those. But he's doing too much damage. I do like that I'm doing 1 damage for each attack, and I'm playing all the attacks, but I fear we might... I don't know if we're going to beat this dude. Okay. Now we're playing that just to draw a card. So we can anger, and then we can cleave, and then we can that. So we're over halfway. To be fair, we're over halfway, and we've lost less than half of our damage. Hey, but I don't feel that this run is successful. With the Ironclad, there are certain kind of combos you can pull off. And I feel like if you don't end up with one of those awesome combo turns, or one of those awesome combo decks, you just end up not beating it. So there's a card that you can just upgrade as much as you like. And you can upgrade it till it's doing like over 100 damage. And I had that the other day with a card that... oh my goodness, that's going to kill me. Oh my goodness. There's nothing I can do. I don't have any other cards. Now we will survive this, but we'll survive it with like 6 health. And we have no mid... Oh my goodness. I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're done. No, I'm not surviving this. And I cannot do enough. I think, unfortunately, we have come to our end of the run with the Ironclad. I told you, big attacks. So how did we do? We did all right. Now the good news is we've unlocked a new character, so we'll get to him. But yeah, this dude I like very much, but we'll get there. So the Ironclad then. I mean, you've got some cool combos you can pull off with him. It's very nice in terms of, you know, he's got some big, you know, like the anger combo I showed you a little bit of. And I showed you the strike combo. And then there's the one that you can just upgrade as much as you want. Generally speaking, with the Ironclad, I find you have to draft a very specific deck because his cards just aren't interesting enough. But unfortunately, hey-ho. So there we go, that was your introduction to Slay the Spire and to the Ironclad. If you played the game, I'd love to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section. If not, I'd love to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts, be nice. And if you want me to do a run through with the other characters, I'd be delighted to, just so long as there's interest. For now, make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, where we talk about a whole bunch of games and have a whole bunch of fun. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays. Bye.